Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I think I might do a dragon flower, but I want to brush this a little bit with some interference powder first. And this one is, I think it's like a red with purples and gold. And these little interference powders are from Temu. Everybody's going wild with Temu. So, all I'm going to do is brush the little folds in the mold. And by the way, this mold is from Julie Katz in Pouring Your Heart Out. And I don't want too much, really. I only want a tiny little bit. So I am going to fast forward because this will be time consuming. So now shake it upside down to get rid of the excess and any little bits that you really didn't want in there. Just clean it with a little baby wipe. That's it. So I will be mixing some resin and I will be back. And I'm gonna put this little one in the middle. What I've done is added some UV resin to it so that it's level. Because it's got like a little crystal in the middle. So that way it's level and I can put it in here and hopefully it will stay and it will not float. We live in hope, don't we? I'm using Platinum Ultra Clear and let it sit for 15 minutes before using it. So I've got everything ready, so I've put that. I've put the little flower in the middle. Hopefully it will stay. I'm using Holbein Magenta. I'm using Julie Katz Pouring Your Heart Out Bloom. And this is it here. And I've added to my push just a little drop of the interference powder. And I do mean so little you can't even see it really. Okay, so get the things out of the way so as not to make a mess. Now I will pour the red in. It's a very dull and cold day today in Melbourne. I tell you what, you gotta love Melbourne. And I tell you what, the so-called weatherman is never right in here because the weather in here is so unpredictable that they can't even predict the weather. Maybe now it's a bit better. Let me just make sure that this doesn't look like it's moving. Thank goodness. All right, so I'll add just a little bit more in the middle. And now I'm gonna do my white. Goodness gracious me. So many bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Okay. And like I said, I'm doing a dragon flower. So we'll be doing our little ends. Little ends. And we will wait for it to close up a little bit. And it's such a cold day, so it's a little bit slower in closing. The dragon flower is from Resin courses, so of course I can't give you the recipe, but I'll have a link in the description if you would like to have a look and learn and get the recipe for it. And now I'm going to do my first bush. And again, we will wait for it to close before I do my final push. I think maybe I have just enough for doing maybe one more row. And I think that's it. I don't think I can do anymore. So this is it. Now we have to wait for it to cure, and we'll see whether it has worked or it hasn't. Okay, bye for now. So I ended up taking the little disc out because it floated up, and I added just a little bit of glitter to it. Just hoping that it didn't stuff the design too much, but I guess it's what happens with these things. We try, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So, oh, okay. It still worked. The little flower I put in the bottom, it floated, so I had to take it out. I added afterwards a bit of glitter to it, and hope that it didn't disrupt too much the pattern. As you can see, the pattern, it's not quite right, but it's still pretty, and you can see what I had put the interference powder in the edges. Still quite pretty. I still managed to save it, which is the main thing. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.